Hold on. What?
Where'd she go? Kind of crazy out. Udvis works really good on this. Okay, but I think with that, since we're kind of in a locked duel here, we'll switch over to the campaign so that you can see what that looks like in action.
We've been getting a lot of calls about where can I find gas. Between power outages and flooding in Port Tampa Bay, gas deliveries have been impacted. News Channel 8's Brittany Muller joins us live. She's outside the port. Any idea on when we'll get some replenishment?
Stacey, we have some good news for you tonight, possibly tonight. Did you know that
All the ones I
45%
need.
of the state's fuel comes through Port of Tampa Bay? We're not talking about just for your cars and trucks, but also for the airport, for businesses, as well as MacDill Air Force Base. Joining me right now is the Director of Communications for the port, Lisa Wolf-Chason. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about the 7 terminals that now have power. What is the next step? Thanks, Brittany. Port Tampa Bay is a major energy fuel gateway for the state of Florida. We have 7 terminals within our port community that operate privately. All 7 now have power, and about half of those will be operational by tonight, meaning they will get the fuel supply that's stored here at the port out into the community who desperately needs it. And we've heard from the governor, we've heard from Mayor Jane Castor, this has never been a supply issue. Is that right? That's absolutely right. We prepared for this, especially after Helene, knowing our community would be heavily impacted. All of our private terminal operators have adequate fuel supply. We were just waiting for power to get back on and those safety checks to be completed so that it can now get into the region. Lisa, the mayor not only told us that it was a floodwater issue, but also a power issue. Can you give us a status about those floodwaters? Floodwaters are no longer a concern for our fuel terminal operators. We have been able to make sure not only their operations centers are secure, but also the berths are secure. Our shipping channels are not quite open, but as of tomorrow, we expect that they will be, and the first ships to come in will be fuel vessels to get even more supply in. Flooding is not a problem with this storm. We have had the floodwaters receded, and now that we have power, we will be able to get that fuel out. We know our neighbors need it. Lisa, thank you. And just to reiterate, they have no control where that fuel will go once it's offloaded. So what is your message to drivers right now that are
Jonathan Lee Bridges investigates. I am on 195 in the state of Washington at Johnson Cutoff Road. Why am I here? Well, I am investigating the Bryan Kohberger Moscow, Idaho case. I have a lot of questions in regards to this case. The affidavit of probable cause with Bryan Kohberger, who got arrested for brutally stabbing 4 innocent college students during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. Says, the affidavit of probable cause says that Bryan Kohberger's phone pinged in this area just after 5:30 p.m. on November 13th, 2022. So, late afternoon, Johnson, Idaho. This is a small area. Johnson's actually this way, a little bit off the road. I'm going to take you down there. But I'm curious. Because according to the affidavit of probable cause, Bryan Kohberger was down to the south here, about 20 minutes away in Clarkston, up to a little bit after 1 p.m. And then from 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., we don't know where Bryan Kohberger's whereabouts were. We don't know, because it only takes 20 minutes to get to here. So where was Bryan Kohberger between 1 p.m., a little after 1 p.m., and 5:30 p.m. when his phone pinged here? once his phone pinged here, then his phone also went blank from 5:30 all the way to 8:30 p.m. Where was he? Was he in this area? Did he turn his phone off? This area. Nothing out here. This is 195 and Johnson Cutoff Road. And I'm going to take you down there to Johnson. Johnson is right down there. I'm going to look around. Figuring out Bryan Kohberger's whereabouts. Reason being is people are speculating that Bryan came down this way after the murders to dispose of the murder weapon or to get rid of evidence or buy cleaning products in Clarkston, Lewiston area. But why? Why did he come and why did his phone ping here that afternoon? Let's go take a look. We're going to drive into Johnson. So this is Johnson Cutoff Road. As you see, it's just rolling hills and fields around here. But did Bryan Kohberger dispose of any evidence around in this area? Once, either beforehand, between 1 and 5:30, or from 5:30 to 8:30? Or did he just turn off his phone? Or was it a false ping and Bryan Kohberger wasn't in this area? But, according to authorities, and according to people I spoke to around there at the Cup of Joe and in Clarkston at the Albertsons, Bryan Kohberger was in Clarkston between 12:30ish to 1 p.m. on the 13th. He had to get home. And Highway 195 is the route to go home. But why out here? And what, you see just farmland out here. It's nothing but farmland. And we're approaching the town of Johnson. Let's see what's going on around here. I'm going to see what's going on around here. Did he come through here? Or did the phone ping up there on the highway and it just made it look like it was from Johnson? Or Johnson is the closest pinged area for phones? Because the phone just went blank. After pinging here, it just went blank. Did he just pass through and just shut the phone off? But here is Johnson coming up.
Okay, we're running from the,
There's not much here. Not much here.
from the, First Order, the Empire.
There's a sign here. It's Johnson Road. There's a sign here that says Wildcat Country. Wildcat Country. Right there. Wildcat Country.
Can't wait to see the white one.
Look at that. In fact, I gotta go over here and take a selfie on this because it looks interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
Go on when I close my eyes.
We are in Wildcat Country. Why did Bryan Kohberger's phone ping in this area? Why? Did he stop somewhere around here and put the murder weapon? Is the murder weapon around here? Put my seatbelt on and we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look. Did he find a road to pull off of and dump evidence? Doesn't look like there's much here. This is Butte Street.
enemy command center.
I love that music. John Williams, I got to meet him.
Anakin, we're trying to shut down the enemy command center, but those turrets are giving us trouble. You need to help us take out those turrets.
Is this the, No, get the fuck. Get the fuck out of here with that stupid ass ad shit. God damn you. Straight to Mustafar. Oh, that's right, we'll have, you idiot, get over there. Logic, don't be pro-logic. Oh shit, we got oh my god, we got so much to worry about. We got freaking... They need to freaking make the doors go. You idiots, come on now, shit. No, you ain't doing that shit to me. Fookers. No, you ain't doing it. Pandemic. Ah. Jesus Christ.
Our fleet is jamming all transmissions on the planet. It should allow us to land undetected. first anti-orbital cannon. We must move quickly. Follow me.
Quickly.
Master Windu, there's the first anti-orbital cannon. My sensors indicate several enemy units moving on our position. This is not going to be easy. The first cannon is almost destroyed. Stay on target.
Get the fuck away. Oh, we got stormtroopers got to go.
Master Windu, I've input the coordinates for the second anti-orbital cannon.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna maim you. I'm gonna maim you.
Mace, there are some supplies nearby. We can use them to recharge our concussion missiles in Outer Hull. Watch your fire, Mace.
Bite. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Oh hell no, I gotta get out of here. You're gonna get caught up in that. Ah, bite.
Mace, I'm picking up a squad of Hellfire droids on my sensors. Be careful, Mace. Their missiles are
Okay,
lethal.
so we gotta find a good place to park our fat butts. Cause we're on, what do you call it? We're on. We gotta get a bundle too. We're on hardcore Star Wars survival.
Mace, we don't have much time. Take these platforms up to the second cannon. I'll meet you there.
You going to sleep, Mom? You going to sleep? Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, okay. hate it.
Returning to formation.
Let's take out that second cannon. Enemy reinforcements are on the move.
The second
I'm so happy right now in my life.
a few more hits.
Oh.
The second orbital cannon is down.
Only one more to go. I've input the coordinates for the third cannon.
I love, we're gonna get to go to these worlds in heaven.
Mace, I'm picking up multiple enemy units on my sensors. We need to take care of them before proceeding to the third cannon.
This shit gets my fucking feel good feeling great. I love LSD, purple little gummy bears chasing me.
That's the last of them. Nice shooting, Master Windu. We can proceed now.
Ah, ornithopters.
The last anti-orbital cannon is housed in that outpost. We cannot get through with our tanks.
Wait here. I'll find the cannon's power generator and disable it.
Super battle droids, I fucking love them. That's cool. Oh, here we go, teleport. Oh, you know what though? Hold on a second. Wouldn't... Bam, 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 bam.
Mace, keep your distance from those droids. Their self-destruct mechanism is deadly. Try throwing a lightsaber from a safe distance.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna give a bunch of these. God knows that's right. We're gonna try to decide where we want to go. We might go to the jungle and make it like Kashyyyk home. Kashyyyk home.
That takes care of the last anti-orbital cannon. The rest of the Jedi should be able
Excited
to
about
land
that.
safely now.
Let's get to the landing zone. I sense much desperation in Anakin and Obi-Wan. We get. And we get. Again.
No, get the fuck away. I'm gonna start reading those books though. Oh my god, I need to get back into. I'm so glad I'm back into this, but I might do a little hut. I'm gonna definitely do a hut in the mangrove area.
Trace, I've got power
Yoda
lines
hut.
ahead.
I see them too. Power up forward shields.
Acknowledged. Powering weapons. Forward shield.
I also need to work on the ambient sounds for the doors. I want those fuckers sound like.
I'll take out the turrets.
I'm gonna have to
You handle the enemy craft.
email them.
Mace, I'll concentrate on the turrets. You take care of the rest.
Oh, look at this. Oh, you can't tell me. Their little base of operations first. Ah. I gotta listen to that music.
The gunships have dropped off some extra ammunition. Let's reload our concussion missiles before we move out. Sensors show enemy reinforcements approaching. We need to defend the landing area.
Oh, you're gonna get beat. Where the fuck are you? Where are you, you stupid bike?
Sir, we're dropping off supplies near your location.
That's the last of them.
This is Mace Windu. The area is secure. Commence operations.
All right, all transports proceed to the arena. We must be careful. Each transport carries dozens of Jedi Knights. It would be a terrible tragedy if any of the transports are lost.
Bum, 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 bum. I love that music. I'm gonna go to heaven one day. I'm gonna be cranking that shit up like a motherfucker. It'd be John Williams and his orchestra playing it from the original 80s and 70s. Oh.
The transports are taking damage. They need help.
I need cows. Ugh, I need cows. Oh, we can't go nowhere. We got 3 beautiful hours with this shit. Uh-huh.
Mace, you're straying from our objective. We need to stay on target.
We need reinforcements now. Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Just as I suspected. Spider
Ding,
is
ding,
up ahead.
ding, ding, ding.
Mace, they look like they could tear our transports to pieces. Let's move ahead and take them out. Nice shooting, Master Windu. We can proceed now.
Oh my god. Oh, what do we gotta do? We gotta get a cow. We need bundles.
The transports are taking damage. They need help. The transports are under heavy fire. The transports are taking damage. They need help. The transports are under heavy fire.
There's the arena. But first, we'll have to take out that outpost.
Get them all out.
Destroying the 2 exit tunnels should stop them from coming.
Ah, fuck yeah. poisonous pedo.
We must hurry. Anakin and Obi-Wan need our help.
If I die on this one, I'm just gonna go to the, I'm gonna do a 21-21 seed and we'll play on normal.
I have 5 special commando units awaiting your orders, sir.
We'll find a way to take down those techno-union ships. It should slow down their retreat.
Sir, we need to make our way to one of those gunships. We must hurry.
Space for 1. Love that. Beautiful.
Sir, one of the techno-union ships is taking off. We must destroy it before it leaves
Oh, I need to change the lettering. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes, bundles.
We need to target the techno-union ship.
Look at our bundles.
Taking them out will prevent the enemy from escaping.
Jaiba.
One of the techno-union ships is taking off. We must destroy it before it leaves orbit.
We got all of our goodies.
There are more techno-union ships in the next valley. I've input the coordinates.
Oh, you know what I need though? We got more logs to work with. I can't wait to see what they do on the update with those. Oh, wee!
Sir, those ships cannot be allowed to leave orbit. Sir, there are more techno-union ships ahead. We must move on.
Oh, I need some curios.
Sir, more techno-union ships are lifting off.
You sacks that kind of shit. Niggers. Get out of here. I don't want your fucking shit. Son's a bitch.
Master Yoda reports that the Separatists are loading their core ships with droid armies. He's ordered the mobile assault cannons to stop them.
Those starships cannot be allowed to take off. Each one carries an army large enough to threaten an entire planet. Tell Master Yoda I will provide support for the mobile assault cannons.
Sir, only the mobile assault cannons can take down those core ships. You have to defend them.
I love these screens. Oh, you know what?
Sir, our concentrated fire seems to be having an effect. The core ship should be down soon. Sir, the core ship is going critical. We should stay clear. That takes care of that one. Sensors indicate another core ship over the ridge.
Boom.
Sir, this core ship is almost destroyed. Shouldn't be long now. Sir, that core ship is coming down. Brace for impact. Sir, this core ship has been taken out. Scouts report a final ship attempting to take off. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now.
I need to get some cows before we continue on our journey. My sweet Lord, hallelujah, hallelujah.
It should be
Master Yoda of our success?
We've lost contact with Master Yoda, sir. He followed Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi to Count Dooku's hangar.
Input the
Oh, we
coordinates.
gotta check because I hate having to.
Our master told us you would come.
Where is he?
He is inside, entertaining your friends. Unfortunately, you were not invited.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, this once charming land had fallen
Oh, we got him. What? Why is this a carrot on a stick? I like that. Now this is a cool block.
The battle is over.
Yes, but the war has just begun.
Oh, fuck yeah. Blue block is looking nice.
Master Windu knows what he's doing. I just wish something exciting would happen around here. Be careful what you wish for. I'm picking up multiple targets on my sensors coming out of hyperspace. What are we waiting for? Anakin, wait. We should call this in. Anakin! Anakin! You're right. We should call this in. It's too late for that. They've already detected us. The only thing we can do now is get to their target first and all the inhabitants. What are they doing here? There's nothing important in this sector. I'm following. They're headed for Ren Var in the Diwali system. If we hurry, we can get there first. There's a small Republic outpost here. They won't be
I'm
able
gonna
to
get
withstand
11
an
of
army
these
that size.
pieces.
Evacuation is our only option.
I love those fucking dogs. Those are from that one.
According to our scouts, the Separatist army has landed a few clicks away from here. There's no way we can defend against that kind of firepower. We have to evacuate the
We
flag.
might have to find the gray area.
I've called for transports to evacuate your personnel. They'll be here soon.
Anakin, I'm going to prepare the base for evacuation. There's a communication station to the west. Take that gunship, pick up the men stationed there, and bring them back here.
Sir, we
Jesus. Oh shit, Planet Hoth. These are some beautiful flowers though. Holy shit, we gotta collect some.
Anakin, a convoy of Republic troops is headed back to the base. Make sure they get here safely.
I love that music, damn it.
Anakin, I'm picking up a squadron of enemy starfighters bearing towards you. Be careful.
Spaceport 2. Oh fuck, you're starting to follow up, aren't you? God damn.
Transports are almost here. But there's a Jedi sanctuary to the north, caught between us and the Separatist army. You must rescue the Jedi there and return them before we evacuate.
Oh, we got some diamonds. Oh, we are good. We are good to go.
Anakin, we need to protect the station until the transports are clear. The first transport is away. The second transport is preparing for takeoff.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Gravelly hills, oh, it's a big, huge island. $300, negative 3,000. It's an island, but I want to know the. That's a pretty cool island, though. Forest, sand. That is pretty cool. I might have to make it a point to go there. Um, God damn it. Oh, desert. 1,200. 4,000.
The last transport has taken off. Let's get out of here. We'll need to inform the Jedi Council that Renvar has fallen. They'll know what to do.
Jesus. $1,200. Oh, negative 1,200. Fuck.
Obi-Wan, we want you to take a division of troops to Raxus Prime. We've received reports of separatist activity in the system.
Raxus is a backwater planet of no strategic importance. What could the Separatists want with it?
That is what we want you to find out. On that planet, any ancient secrets that
Master, I'm sure Obi-Wan and I would be of more use to you at Murgoshire. Anakin?
ambitious this one is. I understand your eagerness, young Padawan. But an extra pair of Jedi pilots will not be enough to turn the tide in Murgoshire. However, if the two of you can uncover Dooku's plans on Raxus, it could eliminate a potential threat before it becomes more dangerous.
Anakin, come with me. The rest of you, wait here. We don't want to alert the enemy until we're ready to strike.
We know there's Separatist activity on this planet. Question is, where?
We're not gonna find anything from this altitude. All this junk and debris is scrambling our sensors.
You're right. Find a place to land so we can take a closer look.
What could the Separatists be doing out here?
Whatever it is, they're going to great lengths to ensure we don't find out.
Intruders, report back to base.
Anakin, you can't let those stabs get away. If they get back to their headquarters, we'll lose the element of surprise.
I'll take care of these two.
712, 849. $4,000. Oh, we're gonna get some of this. Get that annoying ass shit out of my face. Oh.
found an excavation site where the Separatists are unearthing something. Whatever it is, we can't allow them to have it. Prepare the troops for deployment and send a message to Master Windu. Tell him we're going to need reinforcements.
Need reinforcements now. Negative 1200, 4200. 1200, 4200.
Our scouts have reported 3 supply convoys heading to the excavation site.
I don't understand why we don't just attack the excavation site now. Every second we waste, Dooku gets closer to
That's
finding
why you're
whatever
not in
he's
charge, Annie.
Patience?
There's got to be something we can do.
There is. I've had the scouts find a good location to stage an ambush. If we destroy the convoys, it will greatly increase our odds in the coming battle. Luckily, we've maintained the element of surprise. Let's go.
It's about time. Master, I took the liberty of modifying the controls of your tank so you can issue orders during combat. Just use the control as directional pad. Each direction corresponds to a different squad command. For instance, if you want me to attack that turret, just press up while the target is selected. Locking on. Changing targets. Locking on. Changing targets.
Jesus.
Changing targets. That is not possible. That is not possible. Locking on. Changing targets. Cannot comply. Changing targets. Master, the first convoy is approaching. There's a spot over there we can hide. That is not possible. Master, we're in the open over here. We need to hide behind that junk to maintain the element of surprise. They have no idea we're here. We can strike now. Attacking target. Nice going, Master. We've caught them off guard. Locking on. Master, the other convoys are splitting off. They know about us.
Let's take care of them before they reach the force fields.
Been here 5 days. Not a fucking sight. Fucking thing in sight. Not a fucking thing in sight.
Attacking target. Locking on.
Oh, the fucking episode 1 vibe. I'm still pissed off to this day that I didn't get to go watch the
Nice shooting,
Watch it in fucking theaters, dude. Ugh. Always wanted to do that shit as a kid.
Attacking target. Locking on. Yes, Master. Changing targets. Attacking target. Attacking target. Attacking target. Changing targets.
This should even the odds a little.
Sir, incoming transmission from the command center. The reinforcements have arrived.
Good. We can begin our assault on the excavation site.
We have to destroy that excavation area. Whatever Dooku is looking for, we can't let him get it. Let's go over the plan one more time.
We escort the main division through the front, breaching their defenses. The reinforcements will flank around the back and will meet at the excavation site. Master, the platoon is under attack from Separatist scouts. You need to assist them. Changing targets. A squad of fighter tanks heading down the hill. More tanks coming from the right. Attacking target. Master, we're going to need to clear a path through these hulks. We're commencing fire now. Attacking target. Changing targets. Watch out, Master, it's a trap. Gun towers are hidden behind the tank. We need to take them out.
I was going 3 months not watching Star Wars or anything. It was torture.
Attacking target. Master, I'm picking up 2 massive fighter waves entering the area. One from the left, one from the right. We're going to need to hold them off. I would if I could. Spider AATs directly ahead. The convoy should be able to take care of it. We should concentrate on the fighter tanks. Attacking target. Locking on. Attacking target. Changing targets. Motor tanks are firing on the platoon. If they keep taking hits like this, we're finished. We've got to take them out. Attacking target. One motor tank left. Hurry, Master. I'm not sure how much longer they can take this barrage. Attacking target. Attacking target. Changing targets. The mortars are finished. Now we just need to take out those fighters. Locking on. We don't have the firepower to take on those assault tanks. We should let the convoy handle it.
Sir, our convoy is surrounded by fighter tanks.
Locking on. Enemy units approaching from the rear. I would if I could. Changing targets. Another division of enemy units is coming from the left. Changing targets. More tanks coming from the right. Another division of enemy units is coming from the left. More tanks coming from the right. Another group coming from behind. Attacking target.
We've reached the base perimeter, sir. Reaching the wall now.
Master, the excavation site is crawling with fighter tanks and spider wolves. The path is too narrow. The task force can only proceed in a single file. What do you want to do?
I'll proceed ahead and clear the way.
All right, I'll stay here with the convoy and guard the entrance.
excavation site is directly ahead. In order to disable the site, we'll have to destroy the excavator crane.
is heavily armored, but is
We do
vulnerable to attack in its fuel
1200,
base.
4200.
There are 2 fuel bases, one on each side. We have to take out both. Our secondary forces have reported
Should be
in
nice.
and are located behind a force field gate. They cannot proceed until we disable the generator in the back of the complex. Once that is taken out, our reinforcements can come in to assist us.
Wow.
That is not possible. Changing targets. One fuel bay down, 1 to go. Changing targets. Locking on.
Beta Squadron, the way is clear. We are moving into the excavation site.
Master, the generator is down, but we need to take out the fuel bays on that crane. Beta Squadron will assist. Master, the crane and
Damn,
generator
that
are both
cheating
destroyed.
fuck
Now we just need to
beautiful
take out
ass
the remaining enemy
hours
units.
of this.
Count Dooku. He's here.
Count Dookie.
This was a bit too easy. It feels like
Feels like it sounds better with you, baby. Ah, that's a good song. Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right, baby. Oh, fuck, this is bad. You just have to get rid of everything out there. There's a lot of stormtroopers here. All you motherfuckers. See, that could have killed me, you sack of shit. Oh, you are not doing that shit to me.
crack.
Negative 1200,
They sensed something
4200.
wrong here. They knew we were coming.
Search the entire site. Whatever it was the Separatists were looking for, it looks like they already found it. There's still no sign of Skywalker.
They sensed something wrong here. They knew we were coming. Why would Dooku reveal himself to Anakin unless he expected Anakin? I've got a bad feeling about this.
I love that phrase. I got a bad feeling about this. Star Wars is my shit. Damn it.
Dooku, I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
Ah, young Skywalker. I sensed your presence here. You can be the first to test my new gift to the Republic. Curious what if
Furious. Oh, that game,
Jedi
that fucking, those graphics were good. Those cats. Those cat. Where am I? But the look Anakin was knocked out, now he's rubbing his bum.
Jedi, right? I hate to imagine what effect Dooku's force harvest would have on you.
Force harvest? That's what Dooku was digging up on Roxas Prime?
That's what he was digging up. He was digging up, he said, but...
Artifact that absorbs the force from living things. Dooku's using it as a power source. Or what? I had no idea.
How do you know so much about this?
I helped his mercenary Scion Prax find it.
You what?
Hey, girls don't make a living. Besides, I had no idea one of the fringe benefits would be getting thrown in here and fed to the plastic thing.
Do you know where you're taking us?
The Dashik system. One of those small moons from the looks of it. Only thing down there is a small Wookiee colony and a whole lot of wildlife. It's remarkable for them to conduct their experiment without anyone noticing.
Until it's too late.
you won't be needing your lightsaber.
You won't be... Oh, I remember that shit.
I sense much anger in you, Skywalker.
You don't sense shit. Shut the
Given
fuck
time,
up.
would have taught you how to use your hatred in ways you can never imagine.
Give me my lightsaber, and I'll show you what I can imagine.
Oh, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
First Jedi in 1,000
It's my idea,
years
don't take it.
effects of the harvester. Your life force
Always wanted to do a Jerry Springer show with
everything else in this forest. In the end, I will
Ooh.
use that power to destroy the Republic
with
that you fought
Star Wars characters.
to defend.
I'm gonna do that one day.
Poseidon,
So I say don't steal my idea.
once I've taken off, when it has destroyed the forest,
Fuckers.
exterminate the remaining Wookiee population. I want no survivors.
Yes, sir.
If you have any tricks up your sleeve, Jedi, now's the time to use them. Aren't you Jedi supposed to be able to use the Force in times like this? Anakin, the command droid has your lightsaber. Use your powers to get it. We can escape on those stacks over there. But we should try to free the others first. Anakin, let's get out of here!
Oh my god. I'm gonna get something to eat. Moby Jack's better anyways. Oh my god, hard. Hold on, y'all. Y'all. Okay, you guys, so sorry. I'm back. I am back. Hold on. I gotta eat something.
We're gonna have to move fast if we want to avoid its effects. Follow me.
You fucking idiot. Here, eat something anyways, hold on.
Anakin, stick close. There's a ravine up ahead. We're almost at the edge of the forest. Just a little further. Looks like the harvester is receding. We should be safe here.
I need to warn the Republic about this.
I know some of the locals in the village nearby. They can help us. It says the Separatists have invaded the entire moon and enslaved most of the Wookiee population. This is one of the last remaining villages. They're willing to help us get in contact with the Republic if we help them get the Separatists out of the star system.
Sounds good. I just need some way to transmit a distress call to Obi-Wan.
You fucking nigger. I'll cut your goddamn throat.
The Wookiees in this area ride these Maru to get around without being detected by the Separatists. They've mounted dual bowcasters and a seismic charge emitter onto the harness. Should take care of most predators in the forest. We need to find a way into the Separatist outpost in order to send a message to the Republic telling them what's going on here. Follow me.
God damn you. God damn you, niggers.
That's a NAS hive. Be careful. They're nasty little buggers. Anakin, we can't let that patrol get back to the comm center.
Okay.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
There are two anointed ones spoken here in these passages at the end of Daniel. There's one anointed one who comes after 7 weeks, which means after 49 years. Namely, that's Cyrus. How do you know? Because Tovia says it? Forget Tovia. Look at Isaiah 45, verse 1. Cyrus is God's Messiah, God's Mashiach. It says it explicitly. But only here in Daniel 9 do they translate the word Mashiach as Messiah. And it goes further. They then capitalize the word Messiah. Open up your King James right now.
Mm-hmm.
Open up your New American Standard right now. Open up your New NIV right now. Messiah is capitalized. Now here is the ultimate brain, just a brainstorm. And that is, there is no such thing as a capital letter in the Hebrew language. In Isaiah 45, verse 1, do you think that the word anointed is capitalized or not capitalized? Until an anointed one, a prince, the Messiah, the prince, how the King James translate, be 7 weeks, stop. There's a semicolon there. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to open up a modern King James. That means not the 1611. Let's go to the one that was just published yesterday.
Okay.
And notice.
Wow.
So what happened? This is mind blowing. That was just published yesterday.
Okay.
And notice.
Wow.
And then that means not the 1611. Let's go to the one that was just published yesterday.
Okay.
And notice.
Wow.
And then so what happened? This is mind blowing. I mean, your frontal lobe should be shooting through your cerebellum, and I don't even know what I just said.
Welcome back to the Gnostic Informant, and you are about to attain true gnosis. And I'm with Rabbi Tobias. Back to the Gnostic Informant, and you are about to attain true gnosis. And I'm with Rabbi Tobias Sanger now, back by popular demand as always. You know, after a couple of weeks, people start asking in the comment section, "Where's the rabbi? Where's he been?"
Yeah.
So you know, I do what I'm told. You know. But anyways, I want to talk talk to you about Daniel and this. So,
Oh no. Be right back. Hold on, guys.
Like I said before, last time you were on,
Right.
I get these emails from people, and they watch us, they watch you, and they're listening intently, and they want to learn. I'm like, oh, you guys are making good points. These are unfalsifiable points you're making. We can look these up. We can check the Hebrew, and sure enough, you guys are right. But, and I always get these. You always get these buts, and then there's a couple more questions tackled on. It's like, okay, Isaiah 53. Okay, you're right. It's the suffering servant of Israel. We got it. You guys are right. All right, and they'll say like, okay, the virgin thing. You guys are right about that. Okay, whatever. You're right. You know, Alma, Betula, you got that. But now I got you. I got you in check now. I'm like, okay, what is it now? Daniel 9. Who else could Daniel be talking about when he talks about the 70 weeks? The anointed one will be cut down.
Right.
It's so clear that that's Jesus. So I'm going to throw it right over to you. You can take as much time as you need. Explain to us what this means and how does it get so misinterpreted.
It should be said from the outset that if someone concedes Isaiah 53 is inaccurate in the context of the manhood and concedes Isaiah chapter 7 is not talking about the birth of a Messiah 700 years later, you then can throw the New Testament in the place that it belongs, the garbage, because that demonstrates that Matthew was misappropriating passages from the Hebrew Bible, and both Isaiah 7 and Isaiah 53 are used in the New Testament. Philip famously used
Hold on,
that
guys.
with the eunuch from Gaza.
I gotta find a seat that's
Matthew
closer.
1:23. But Daniel 9, you're right, stands out alone, very, very unique, because Christians will say Daniel 9 is very different here, because here we have a precise prediction of exactly when the Messiah is going to be killed, going to be crucified. We have the timing. It is perfectly set up and is outlined in the last 4 passages of the 9th chapter of Daniel. How could you deny Christ? Now, what's very striking about this, I brought up the Isaiah 53 and Isaiah 7, not just because you did. There's something very striking about Daniel 9, and that is the writers of the New Testament did not consider that to be very important. In fact, nowhere in the Christian Bible did the authors think or record that Daniel 9 predicts the date of the Messiah's death. I mean, you would have to believe that Paul knew that Daniel 9 predicted that the Messiah would be cut off, killed after 70 weeks, and Paul just didn't think that was important enough to mention. You'd have to believe that the writers of all 4 Gospels, the letters of Peter and John, no one thought it was important enough. So it's mentioned nowhere, and in a moment, you're going to understand why. There's probably no text in the Hebrew Scriptures that has been mangled more extensively than the 9th chapter of Daniel. And we're going to talk about what's going on there. Daniel is using a unit of time that you, the viewers, need to know before we get started. And that is, he's using terms of days
look that up, 'cause I
and weeks
might-
to represent years.
I might buy
So
that one
a week
off.
in Daniel 9 is meant to represent 7 years. So 70 weeks is 490 years. And what the church
They got
had
a
to
sale.
do was to alter the last 4 passages of Daniel 9 in order to make it look like the Messiah is going to come and he's going to be cut off and he's going to be killed before the destruction of the Second Temple. This is exactly how it's going to be presented to you. But in order to accomplish this feat,
No minifigures, fuck
they
you.
had to change the text. Now, one point your viewers must understand: if you don't get this, you're going to be lost. The word Mashiach, anointed,
Oh my days.
Messiah, is mentioned 39 times in the Hebrew Bible. 39 times does that word appear. As it turns out, it is never referred to the Messiah that we refer to as the Messiah. Never.
Oh, that's the old school
It
one.
refers
Fuck that
to,
one.
that's right. So this is like a huge surprise. If you don't get this, you're not going to get anything. The word appears in the book of Leviticus more frequently than any other, and there it's referring to priests, Kohanim. I'm a descendant of Aaron, so people from my tribe, from my family line, are called anointed. Now, in every other instance in the Hebrew Bible,
$40,
where the
fuck that
word
shit.
Mashiach appears, the Christian Bibles, the King James, the New International Version, all of them line up all the usual characters, correctly translate the
Won't be
word
able to get that yet.
Mashiach as anointed. But only here in Daniel 9 do they translate the word Mashiach as Messiah, and it goes further. They then capitalize the word Messiah. Open up your King James right now. Open up your New American Standard right now. Open up your new NIV right now. Messiah is capitalized. Now here is the ultimate brain, just the brain stroke, and that is there is no such thing as a capital letter in the Hebrew language.
I found that out the hard way. When I started looking into Hebrew, I said, wait. Where's the capitalized? There's no capitalized. No way. And then I was like, okay, that changes a lot of things.
You know, people wonder why I care about Christians so much and why don't I get angry when I interact with Christians. The reason I don't is I feel so sorry for them. My heart goes out to them. And if I was in their predicament, that means I read no Hebrew, I didn't say a word of Hebrew. Even though Christians firmly believe that the Bible, the Hebrew Scriptures, was originally written in Hebrew / is a little Aramaic, but they believe that the Hebrew is the Word of God, but they can't read a word of it, and they are utterly dependent on the translators. So much so, and you know this,
Right.
Christians argue over which is the right translation. There's some Christians that believe that only the King James. Like, what? I mean, if it was good enough for Peter, it was good enough. We know all the silliness. But this is why Christians are so easily victimized here, is because they're reading Daniel 9, and it says Messiah, capital M, and it gets worse. The word, the Hebrew is
Best pale garden seeds. Best pale garden seeds. You idiots. Best pale garden seeds. Google, I'm gonna blow your goddamn ass up. You don't have to shit it. What the fuck? Fake. Best pale garden seeds. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, 8 days ago. Minecraft Seed Hub. Oh, we're subscribing. That's Manda fucking Tori. Oh, fuck that. Nope, we're not doing that shit. I'm trying to go for the short seeds.
There are two anointed ones spoken here. This is why Christians are so easily victimized here, is because they're reading Daniel 9, and it says Messiah, capital M, and it gets worse. The word, the Hebrew is Mashiach. What the King James does is they amp it up, and they put in the definite article, the Messiah. There is no definite article. So therefore, when you're reading a Christian Bible, you're reading a commentary. You're reading a human iteration. And this is not just any translation. Any translation is a human commentary. But in the case of the Christian Bibles and the fundamentalist Christian Bibles, you're reading a corruption.
2987.
Just so you know, I want
2987.
to add to the normal Christians, the mainline Christians, the Revised Standard Version, or the New Revised Standard Version, does not engage in this idiotic process. They're straight ahead on this.
And by the way, the King James only people, who was the tribe I came from, they thought these were demonic Bibles because they were correct. They think that Satan corrupted these Bibles, and I used to go along with this. This is what the pastor would tell me. Oh, pull out your NIV. Look, it says "an anointed," and it's not even in capital. It's "the anointed." Look at your see, they changed it. And then I did the courageous thing, the thing that you're not supposed to do. So I went online, looked up the Hebrew, looked up the manuscripts, looked up the Septuagint, and tried to check them all out. Just wanted to compare them all. Found out that there is no "the," there's no capital M. It's an anointed. It's somebody who's anointed as a priest.
This is going to loom very large here, and I'm going to say this to you. I can't think of another theological conversation where what I'm about to share with you is going to come up. So it actually, when people say they only follow the King James only people, so most people see that as completely insane. King James was commissioned this translation in 1607. 47 people ultimately completed in 1611. And people really think today that when they're reading a King James Bible, that they're reading the 1611. If you had a 1611, which you could buy online, it's available.
There was over 400 changes done from 1611 to like 1807 or something like that.
Right, and that is another massive. And this includes language changes, grammar changes. In 1607, the English is called a Jacobean English. You can make it out. but it's Jacobean English. It's not Chaucer. It's readable, but it's definitely not our King James. So King James has gone through numerous revisions because the grammar is updated, words are updated, the colon, semicolon just came into fashion. I mean, think of it this way. The King James Version was published just a dozen years after Shakespeare published The Merchant of Venice. Okay, this is really going back in time. So it's just like which King James are you referring to? You might think, you the viewer might think that I'm just sort of poking something at people who are King James only. I wouldn't waste my time with this, but this is going to become humongous in just a moment. So what Christians are saying is that, look, there are 70 weeks that are decreed upon the people and the holy city, and 6 things to terminate transgression and sin, to wipe away iniquity, to bring everlasting righteousness, and to seal the vision of the prophet, and to anoint the most holy. 6 things. And know and comprehend. Now, in a King James Bible, it'll read that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem until the Messiah, capital M, the Prince, capital P, insanity, shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks, which means 62 weeks. Company 7, 60 and 2, 69 weeks. And what will happen then? The streets will be rebuilt, street and moat, but in troublous times. Verse 26. After the 62 weeks,
I'm gonna find one that
Messiah be cut off.
that's close to.
So this here we have a clear prediction.
Close to the grave pill garden. Fucking idiots. Get over there, goddamn you.
The key question
Fuck you, niggers.
I've done this in many live debates that on YouTube where I've asked the Christian, like, what is your calculation? When do you start? When do you start counting these 490 years? Like, and Christians just have no idea. No, that's the key. I've stood in huge audiences all over the world, and when Christians ask me about Daniel 9, I've always asked the simple question: if there's a 490-year period or a 483-year period, because it's 69 weeks, at when do you start counting, and why do you start counting them? And Christians just completely shut down. They have no idea. They're not bad people. They're just never taught this. Their pastors are not either. Their pastors have no clue. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually unpack what's happening here, because there's one other thing that Christians don't know. We've gone through this before when we've talked about Isaiah 7:14. Ask a Christian, what does it say in Isaiah 7:13? What is the context? When you read Isaiah 53, what does it say in Isaiah 52? The Christian just goes, the lights go out. So, what is happening here in Daniel 9? Daniel is in an extraordinary predicament. Here's a prophet that is standing, this is how Daniel 9 begins. In the first year of Darius the Mede. Why is that significant? If you don't know why that's meaningful, you can pack up and go home. What does that mean? There is a prayer. Daniel is crying to God. He feels like the Jewish people are in an enormous amount of trouble. And you have no idea how serious the problem that Daniel's confronting. And I'm just unpacking Daniel chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. Daniel is standing at a time when the Babylonian Empire has just collapsed. Historians to this day are hard-pressed to explain how this could have happened. We talk about Babylonian Empire, you think about the United States. This was a massive empire. Like, how did it collapse? And the Persian Empire suddenly explodes into a massive empire. How did it happen? To this day, historians are hard-pressed to explain how it could have happened. Yep. But Daniel is looking at 2 passages in Jeremiah. If you don't know this, you can't possibly understand Daniel 9. The first passage is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 12. It's a passage that looks very similar to Daniel chapter 29, verse 10. Because both of them talk about a redemption of the Jewish people full of Babylon, and they seem to be predicting the same exact thing. Daniel chapter 25, verse 12, Jeremiah is speaking, and he's conveying that the Babylonian Empire will collapse after 70 years. The audience needs to just understand this, because if you don't understand what's going on in this passage, Jeremiah is trying to convince the Jewish people not to rebel against Babylon. That's a huge part of the book of Jeremiah. People are saying, let's fight against the Babylonians. And Jeremiah is saying, God is not on your side. And if you do fight against Babylon, God is not going to be with you. And in fact, they didn't listen to Jeremiah. And moreover, Jeremiah says, the Babylonian Empire only has 70 years. So if you just shut up and wait it out, they're going to be gone. That's the message of Jeremiah 25, verse 12, and that's the context. There is another passage which
we're doing this one.
Jeremiah 29, verse 10. This is what Daniel is struggling with in that opening passage of Daniel 9. In Jeremiah 29:10, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, at the completion of 70 years of Babylon, I will remember you. I will fulfill my good word toward you to restore you to this place." It seems identical. So imagine Daniel is standing there, the unthinkable, the Soviet Union, a massive empire, collapses. The Babylon Empire, your nemesis, collapses. But nothing's happening. The Jews are not going back. Darius the Mede has emerged. That means the Persian Empire has begun.
Right.
And nothing is, the Jews are not going back. And Daniel is going, oh my Lord, this is ominous. Daniel begins to think, and this is in the text in Daniel 9, Daniel begins to think, and this is in the text in Daniel 9, begins to imagine that, whoa, the curse of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 18, which says, if you sin against me and continue to sin, I'll multiply your punishment 7 times, has emerged. And in fact, instead of a 70-year exile, it's perhaps a 490-year exile. And that's what he's struggling with. The angel Gabriel comes to explain to Daniel what is actually happening here. I need one other short history lesson. It's fascinating.
I love it.
Okay, so I need you, the viewer, to listen like you've never listened in your life. This is a critical history lesson. We are talking about Solomon's temple that stood for 410 years. History lesson you must understand or you can't approach this text. 19 years prior to the destruction of the first temple, Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonian Empire emerged. Pow! A massive empire emerged. Changes everything. Okay? So that's 19 years prior to the destruction of the first temple. In the very next year, which is now 18 years before the destruction of the first temple, Nebuchadnezzar, is called Nebuchadnezzar, I think in the anglicized version, Nebuchadnezzar invades the land of Israel and he subjugates Jerusalem, which means the land of Israel becomes a vassal state of the Babylonian Empire. Very critical. Nebuchadnezzar then will seek to extract. He doesn't want to destroy a temple at that point. He doesn't want to do any of those things. He just wants the Jews to give taxes to him and be loyal to him and give up on any idea of rebellion. These kings usually, they're not like Nazis. They just wanted to kill. This is no genocide. He just wanted the Jews to say, for them to say, okay, we surrender, and we are now going to, it's like the Russians in Ukraine. Surrender, say, take it over, and you're now under the Russian Empire. Okay? It's the same exact idea. The Jews don't want to listen to Nebuchadnezzar. As any people, they would fight for their independence, and Nebuchadnezzar then begins waves of expulsion of Jews. multiple waves of expulsion of Jewish people during these 18 years that the
Fire
Jews
Series
continued
Blues.
to rebel. Jeremiah
Fire spreads,
pleads
recipe
with them,
unlocking.
don't rebel. But bear this in mind. From 18 years prior to the destruction of the First Temple, Jerusalem already is a vassal state of the Babylonian Empire. There is no independence any longer. Now listen carefully. In the 19th year from the Babylonian Empire, the First Temple is totally destroyed, and almost all the Jews are exiled to Babylon. A small number goes to Egypt, but that's not germane right now. The First Temple, Solomon's Temple, is utterly destroyed by the Babylonian Empire. Here's one other key element, a date you must know. For 50 years, from the time the First Temple was destroyed until the Persian Empire emerges, which means Darius the Mede, a very brief interlude, but then Cyrus the Great, is 50 years. A 50-year period spans from the destruction of the First Temple until the emergence of the Persian Empire, with Cyrus, who God calls his Messiah. I'm giving you a wink, I'm giving you a hint of what's going on there. Back in Isaiah 45, says that Cyrus was an anointed prince. Literally in Isaiah 45, Cyrus gives the command for the Jews to return back to Jerusalem and to rebuild it. Okay? So therefore, here's the key. If you're Daniel and you're standing at when the Babylonian Empire is collapsed, but the Jews have not returning because it's Darius the Mede, you're counting 70 years from when? 70 years from the emergence of the Babylonian Empire, which means you just passed the 69th year. And you're going, okay, one part of this prophecy has been fulfilled, but we're not going back. It's like you can hear crickets in the background. Like, what's going on? Like, part one of prophecy is fulfilled.
31:21. Yeah.
The angel Gabriel is there to explain to Daniel that in fact these two 70-year periods of Jeremiah 25 verse 12 and 29 verse 10 are two different 70-year periods, because the Babylonian exile, that means from the time the first temple was destroyed until the second temple was built under the leadership of Zerubbabel and Yeshua ben Yotzadok, that's 70 years. So therefore, there are two 70-year periods that overlap with each other, and the overlap is 50 years. And now we can understand what's happening. So Daniel is pouring out his guts and going, please, Lord, have mercy on us. Let us go back to our land. Let not this terrible curse come upon us, articulated in Leviticus chapter 26, verse 19. So the text actually reads, and I'm going now to chapter 9, verse 25. You should know and understand from the going forth of the word. What does that mean from the going forth of the word? We know that from Daniel chapter 9, verse 1. That means from the destruction of Jerusalem to return and rebuild Jerusalem until an anointed prince, the Hebrew is Ad Mashiach Nagid, will be Shavuim Shiva. 7 weeks. How long is 7 weeks? Remember what I told you. Each day is a year. I'm not going to go into why they're unique. There's a reason why each day is a year in Daniel 9. It's not the only place. It's very similar to Leviticus chapter 25. If you know what that means, great. If not, I don't want to overload you with information. 7 weeks, which means 49 years will pass from the destruction of the first temple until an anointed prince at Mashiach Nagid. 7 weeks. That's 49 years. Remember what I told you? From the destruction of the first temple until Cyrus gives the command. See the opening passages of Ezra. This is why the Christian Bibles take the book of Ezra and they shove it away from the end of Daniel. Because they don't want you to see. That's why they mix up the order.
They mix it up. Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
Right. In a Jewish Bible, after you finish Daniel, go to Ezra. That's a nightmare for the church. Because if you finish Daniel, remember, Daniel is only 12 chapters, and then you open up Ezra. What does Ezra begin with? The book of Ezra begins not with Ezra. My friends, boys and girls, in the book of Ezra, we're not introduced to Ezra until chapter 7. Ezra begins chapter 1, verse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in a pronouncement of Cyrus the Great saying, Jews, I have a word from God. You need to go back and rebuild Jerusalem. You've got to rebuild your temple, and I have it on word from God. Why is Cyrus saying that? Because he has a 200-year-old prophecy from Isaiah. And he's saying, I have it on God that I've got to send you back. So therefore, what it says there is from the going forth of the word. The word is the word of prophecy of Lefort Yerushalayim. See Daniel 9, verse 1 and 2. From the destruction of the first temple until Cyrus the Great. Who is Cyrus the Great? He is he's not just anointed, but he's a prince. Now, how do you know I'm telling you the truth? My friends, all you have to do is go to Isaiah chapter 44, verse 28, and Isaiah 45, verse 1. That's where the chapter break is. That chapter break is completely artificial. Who says to Cyrus, says Isaiah 44, verse 28, he is my shepherd, all my desire will be fulfilled in him. To say to Jerusalem, it shall be built, and the temple shall be founded. So says the Lord, the Mashiach, the Chayim. I want to say that again. And you can open up your King James Christ Day Bible with 15 crosses on it. It doesn't make a difference which one you use. It will say, to my anointed, to Cyrus.
Yeah.
The Hebrew is Mashiach. And it's interestingly, my friends, take a guess before you look it up. In Isaiah 45, he did the exact same Hebrew word, Mashiach, the Mashiach, to his anointed. Do you think, in a King, based on what I've told you, in Isaiah 45, verse 1, do you think that the word anointed is capitalized or not capitalized?
In the King James?
In the anything. In
Obviously
the Jesus Christ, right, in the Christ, Jesus Christ,
yeah, they're not
Mary,
capitalize
Mother of
that.
God.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be
right,
capitalized
that is,
anyway.
which isn't. It's the same Hebrew word. Why
Right.
are you doing? Why are you messing with
And you're right. That's exactly true. They're messing with the text.
You Christians, I say this with love. You need to go back to your church and demand a refund. You need to pull your chin. You're being lied to. You need to ask your pastor, why does the exact same Hebrew word, which appears in Isaiah 45, is translated as anointed with no capital A, and why don't you translate it as Messiah in Isaiah 45, verse 1? Listen. Please, if you doubt what I'm saying, ask your pastor, ask any Christian apologist, why does the King James Bible, why does the King James translate the word Mashiach in Isaiah 45 as anointed, but for some reason in Daniel 9 as Messiah? Like, what are you doing? It's the same Hebrew word. Could you explain that? Because if you can't explain it, I'm out. If you can't explain it, I put a lot of money in that plate they pass around, and I'm out of here. And I'm leaving skid marks, and I'm pulling my kids out of this Christian school. And I'm going to start teaching my kids Hebrew.
That is another prime example of somebody taking the word Betula and changing it into, or I'm sorry, Alma, and making that virgin. But then in other places in the text where the same word is used, they don't use that. So they're doing it again. They're finding somewhere in the Bible, in the Old Testament, where they need to emphasize certain words that have to be Christ-like, capital M, Messiah. But the same words used earlier in a different book to describe the same person. Isaiah and Daniel talk about the same person, and it's lowercase a, anointed. It's the same word. Messiah is anointed. That's the same word. It's the Christ. In Greek, it should say Christ, the Christian one.
Right. I mean, although we have, right. That means why are you deliberately translating the exact same word, one that you're rendering as them, and you put the definite article there, stuff the capital letter there. Just please, don't let your pastor, or priest, or Christian, whoever it is, don't let them change. Don't let them change the topic. Okay, I need an answer. If you don't get a satisfying answer, I think it's time for you just to consider what's happening to you. This is why I can't. Because if I grew up in a Christian home, I don't know if I'd figure this out. I don't know. Because I wasn't, if I grew up in a Christian home in Oklahoma, I wouldn't be taught biblical Hebrew. If I was brought up in a Christian home in Kansas, they don't teach. Kansas is pretty conservative. A lot of evangelicals there. None of their schools for 9-year-olds are taught Hebrew. When I was 9 years old, I could read Hebrew like you read a newspaper. I mean, it's not. I wasn't just a spectacular student. I was very average. Any Orthodox kid, we learn Hebrew. I mean, we're just reading it straight through. And it's really easy to small language. It gets crazier than this. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the final answer first, and then we're going to back up. There are two anointed ones spoken here in these passages at the end of the There's one anointed one who comes after 7 weeks, which means after 49 years, namely that's Cyrus. How do you know? Because Tovia says it. Forget Tovia. Look at Isaiah 45 verse 1. Cyrus is God's Messiah, God's Mashiach. It says it explicitly. And then there's a subsequent anointed one who was cut off. He's not called a prince anymore after 62 weeks. Now, I'm going to give you the answer now, and then we can backpedal this. The distance from the destruction of the first temple to the destruction of the second temple is 490 years. 70-year exile, 420 for the length of the second temple period. Listen very carefully, when does the priesthood get cut off and the temple get shut down? At the end of the second temple period, when the Jews go to war with Rome. When does the war with Rome commence?
66.
66, yeah. Which is how long? It's a half a week. From 66 to 70 is how long? It's 3.5 years.
Right.
Bingo. There is your half a week. So what happened? This is mind-blowing. I mean, your frontal lobe should be shooting through your cerebellum, and I don't even know what I just said. So in 66, what happened? The Jews go to war with Rome. It's a horrible, bloody war.
Nero
Temple is surrounded. I'm a priest. That means I'm a direct descendant of Aaron. Father. Today, just so you understand this, although there are many rules that govern my life, that is distinct from other Jewish people. As an example, I can't come into contact with a dead person. There are rules that apply to me. But I can't bring sacrifices. I can't work in temple. That means when the Jews go to war with Rome, the whole temple gets shut down. Everything becomes isolated. It becomes instead of a no-fly zone, it becomes a no-sacrifice zone. So then an anointed one is cut off. That's the priesthood. That means there are 130 commandments in the Torah, and there's 613 associated with sacrifice. Bingo, that's cut off. The word yikares, Mashiach, means an anointed one, means kares doesn't mean killed. Now, it could be if someone's cut off to be removed, it could be the kill, but it doesn't mean. There are many ways you can say, Yahared Mashiach. That's how you would say Messiah is killed. Kares is removed. Literally, the root of the word means removed. Now, what does the Christians do with this? Because they want only one Messiah.
Or one island?
And what they do, this tiny complicated, my apologies to you, but you need to know these numbers, or you'll never understand Daniel 9.
This will be a secret hideout, but we'll go back to the...
One that comes after 49 years, after 7 weeks, and that's Cyrus, and a second subsequent anointed one. He's not a prince. He's not Cyrus. He's coming 62 weeks later, which is 434 years. That's 3.5 years before the destruction of the second temple, and he is removed. The church hates this. They need to have both anointed ones in the same. And this is where it gets interesting. So if you're looking at a Christian Bible, whatever, it's going to make it appear as though the period of time is 7, 60, and 2. So the text is going to read, the Messiah the Prince in a King James shall be from going forth of the commandment to restore and to rebuild Jerusalem until the Messiah the Prince shall be 7 weeks, comma, and 70 and 2 weeks, which means 62 weeks. I mean, it sounds like the text is saying 69 weeks, but it's breaking it up into a weird way.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a
I mean,
little
it
hideout
puts a
here.
comma there, but there's no comma there. It should be a complete semicolon there. This is the King James version is gonna blow your mind out the window. That means in any language, it should be a complete semicolon there. This is where the King James version is gonna blow your mind out the colon there. This is where the King James version is gonna blow your mind out the window. That means in any language, the way you say 69 is 69. It's not just English. In French, 69. In German, 69. You never say 7, 2, and 60. So what the church did was it compressed these. Never say 7, 2, and 60. So what the church did was it compressed these two. It really is saying after 70 weeks, I'll translate, after 49 weeks, we have Cyrus, and after a subsequent 434 years, you have an anointed one, which is the priesthood cut off. But they have to conflate it, so they remove the semicolon and they put in a comma. Now here is the craziness. I don't think you have it, but if you have it, I'd be blown away impressed. We don't prepare for our shows, so we just wing. If you had an actual King James from the 1611, and I discuss this extensively in Volume 1, Let's Keep This, and I have a picture. I have the 1611 King James. If you had I don't know if you can do this online or whatever.
I have it online. I have the 1800 version, but I can get it online.
You could pull it up online. The actual 1611.
Daniel 9, verse 25.
Right, in the 1611 King James, not in the 19th century King James, not in an 18th century King James, but the original 1611. In 1911, they actually pulled out the plates and republished it.
Yeah, this Bible is not. All the King James only churches do not use this Bible anymore. It's not right. It's not even readable. But you want me to read it?
It's barely readable. Yes. This is the mind blowing.
I'll show it on the screen while I'm reading it too, so they can see the grammar and everything.
Okay.
Verse 25 says, "Know therefore and understand thee that."
What translation of the Holy Bible says, "shall not perish but have everlasting life"? They're not should, shall. John 3:16, New King James Version. Shall not perish. I'm trying to remember the new notes tune. You guys are idiots. Hurry the fuck up. God damn you. You're fucking niggers. Fucking niggers. Slice your fucking ass open, Mojang. God damn you. Fucking niggers. I hope someone cut your fucking throats. No niggers. No niggers. 3941. Hold on, you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I gotta take care of something. Like, comment, subscribe.